in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in drippin' orange and black and white. Day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every Gameday is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, drippin' heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you weapon, who that? Time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati, jungle fit it. Blue day in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle drippin'. Nasty, natty, yeah, we live it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feastin' now. Fit the pounds, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in drippin' orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move cause it on? Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em, yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange on bottom. Bingo bottom, never stop it. To the feastin' on 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes? Flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite in drippin' orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move cause it on? Now who wanna move?
Pay up, bitches.
What's up?
This is the tag team one that I did not get with you, Derek.
Whose
I was just
feedback is bad?
Is it better now?
Yep.
Of course
Yeah.
it is.
It's Gregor. He's over there doing Lord knows what with his camera off.
I'm going to go ahead and
remove
take
him
him for that Tyler Boyd one that we did.
Man, he's
Appreciate
getting
that,
lubed up
Corey.
right off the bat.
Woo! I'm
Oh
not drinking
man,
half a bottle like you did last week.
Yeah, so the
absolutely.
stupid Chiefs just scored, so they're up 27-17. For anyone that's not aware, we are recording this currently for the podcast listeners with about 7 minutes left in the game. And the Jags couldn't get a stop on a one-legged Patrick Mahomes. He's got two legs, but I mean, he's feeling, like Derek said, he's probably feeling no pain because at halftime they said, here's a boatload of pills, some shots, whatever you need, buddy.
Yep.
Get back out
Yeah,
there.
he was in there crying to his coach and the trainer saying, "Put me back in." So they're like, "All right, here's something to help the pain."
Can anyone do a good Kermit the Frog impersonation of how that might go? James, I'm looking at you.
Hello, everybody.
What do you want? Like, what do you want me to
Like
say?
Patrick Mahomes trying to get the coaches to let him play in the second half.
No, guys. I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
holy
good.
shit!
No, guys.
All right.
I thought you were Yoder and Fozzie at first, but that's
Now I figured out how he has all this expensive ass bourbon in the background. It's because his side job is Kermit the Frog.
It's Kermit the Frog. You got
Kermit the Frog voiceovers. There we go.
That's how I do it.
Oh, I love it.
I'm going to need more of that before this show's over. You can't just get a little Kermit the Frog and
Get some more Kermit juice. Get some more courage juice.
Yeah, this thing's
gotta
back
take
up
your
and ready to
Kermit
rock and roll.
juice.
So
yeah, I haven't been drinking all evening, so well, let's get started. Let's get
it right off the rip. Hey, you actually won your shotgun bet. Am I right?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
I don't either,
but I won it.
Maybe we should do better at remembering these.
I hit the one that we picked on the show, but then we did the double one.
Yeah,
and I missed that one. So.
I remember mine was Chase Mixon anytime touchdown parlay, but
Well, that's what
I
I've
missed
got
however
Hoss
the
for
mix
because
is.
I remember Hoss took the same as me. So if Hoss
Mhm.
remembers what we took, then
Yep. Hey, listen, for the podcast listeners, there's a first time for everything. My wife is watching the show, so
Hey,
we got
Sid.
to. Well, we don't have to
big
behave,
return here. Oh,
but I should behave, I guess. Oh man, is that Agnew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been solid returning for them so far.
yeah.
Oh gosh, that punter barely got him.
Oh man.
So what are we thinking? You think Jacksonville pulls off a late night heroic victory here, or you think it's on to Kansas
I'm going to
City?
say hell no. But if they get 7 here, then we'll have some hope, right?
Guys, he tackled him with his face mask.
Never say never.
Yeah,
That's true.
How's the officiating been? Because that's been a thing coming into this weekend where we're like, okay, how's this Kansas City Jacks game going to go? Because that's probably how the Buffalo and Cincinnati game's going to go.
oh, it's
Yeah.
been horrible.
So we're going to have to win despite the refs in Buffalo.
Maybe. I don't want to come out and just say yeah, but maybe.
Well, I'll tell you right now, they got an injury, so
Yeah,
it's not looking too great for them.
and that's Christian Kirk who's been playing
Yeah.
pretty well as
Been
well.
playing really, really well. Yeah.
He had that one drop pass. He should have caught that one long bomb right there.
Yeah.
I mean, really, this should just partially be the Shelly and Sarah show because, like last weekend,
Yeah. That was great.
and they're already dogging you, and
Yep.
it's like Sarah's saying she was literally just on here the other night, which was last weekend.
Yeah.
And Shelly's like he doesn't remember because he was a bit shit faced.
They did secondhand shot.
I do remember that. We don't have to bring that up again, honestly.
Do you remember? Do you remember that?
Maybe it's just the recording that I saw later
Yeah.
on Twitter. We had to post it, but
So Derek got mad at me earlier because I just trying to hurry and set something for the show because Derek he never does it, a little jerk off. But I put the beer can titty tea up there as the picture, and he had asked me not to put it on Facebook. Well, it just goes to everything. It's like the same image for everything. So and then he's like he does. I don't even want to know how long it apparently took him to figure out how to change the picture on Facebook. He's trying to change it on Facebook only. It took me 30 seconds to go to StreamYard and just change the picture.
Right.
Oh,
You just go back to StreamYard and you change the picture.
I am illiterate when it comes to this stuff. I'm having camera issues already into the show. So this is the kind of crap that I have to deal with on a constant basis.
Well, at least you and Sarah look cute in the picture. You're having some problems with.
That's true. Well, I wouldn't say I look cute. She definitely takes the picture over for sure. But
Yeah, so Shelly is currently asking if you crawled into bed, and Sarah said it took you too long. You fell asleep. You were unable to perform your husband duties that night.
No, I do remember the ending to that night, and it had nothing to do with me snoring. That's all I'm going to say.
But you literally fell asleep after the show. I called and talked to you guys. Sarah said, yeah, he was asleep like right after it. Yeah, remember you fell into the bathtub or something, and then you were asleep. I don't know. It was like a whole thing. He just says,
I just read Crip's comment. Take a look at Crip's comment.
Yeah.
Hey, albino turtles have a little color to them, though.
Crip don't know about Kermit the Frog, but he knows Derek looks like an albino turtle named Franklin.
I love it.
He even named you.
Man.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
Yeah, Kirk looks bad off.
Not look too good.
No.
And what we got, like third down? Where we at?
Second and 10.
And 6:56 left.
Third and 10.
Oh,
No,
I've got second and 10.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks.
Anyway, for the podcast listeners, we're doing nothing but watching Kansas City, Jacksonville right now.
Well, we've got our bets. I mean, we're taking
it's
our
third
sweet
and
time.
10. It's third and 10 now,
Absolutely.
in case you were wondering.
Now it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, 3rd and 10.
Derek, you already know what's happening before what happens.
I can't even watch the game because I have to watch it on somewhere else because my NBC app's not working. So
Hey, listen,
you don't have to be in the stream if your computer's messed up or you got things to do. I'll contact the winner on Twitter or Facebook. Most people is on Twitter.
Oh yeah. Do you want to go ahead and get that out of the way and let people know?
No, we'll announce it toward the end after we
At
do
the
all
end.
our bets and stuff.
Yeah, we don't want everybody to drop off. And
Yeah, make people watch.
the
That's
only
right.
reason people are watching right now is because we said we announced the winner of the Sam Hubbard. Well, what did they decide? Fumble in the Jungle
Yep.
jersey giveaway. It's not the actual Fumble in the Jungle
Like,
jersey.
what are you
We'll go
talking
ahead and
about?
tell everybody that now.
Got
He
this
didn't sign
autographed
it,
during the preseason game.
Preseason, yep.
I
Shout
had
out.
it with me because Bengals and Bourbon was going to take it to the
Mhm.
taste of the Bengals, and he's like, "Oh shit, here's Sam Hubbard just walking around." He's like, "Hand me that jersey," and so I handed him the jersey, and Sam signed it. So,
Yeah.
and then that enabled me. I was able to give him my Clark Harris jersey that he got autographed at the Taste of the NFL to where it says "To my best friend Dell."
Got to have him on.
Love it.
Offsides.
I think he'll be back on over the summer for sure. I mean,
Another
depending
4
on where
hours.
he's at and stuff, but he'll definitely. I might have to buy a Clark Harris jersey from another team if he does in fact move on from us. But
Oof.
it's
So
hard
did
to
they
think-
get
it's
the
hard to
first down
think
on
about,
third
ain't it?
down?
Yeah,
I
they did.
completely missed
No,
it.
they're in field goal range already.
Well, they don't want no field goal.
No, I know. Hey.
Well, they need 10 regardless. So
Oh,
I know.
he's going for the end zone. Oh, it's almost picked off.
Marvin Jones. Oh,
no.
Yeah, I needed Marvin Jones to get 35 yards. It's a 5-leg parlay, so I needed a lot.
that would have done
Kelsey,
it right
so
there.
those-
That would have been that would
No,
have
it
been
wouldn't have.
22 and a 21 and a tutty.
I'm gonna tell on
21.
myself here, but my mom doesn't understand that people don't know who Jimmy is.
Yeah, we know that James is Jimmy. Yeah,
Jimmy.
I was trying to grab
Yeah.
it too. So
For the podcast listeners,
when Jimmy James passes out, his wife and his mother start putting things on him, baby dolls, teacups. She said it's hilarious. She's got pictures. So
Oh, I love it. We need to get that in a t-shirt next.
oh no, that's nothing Bengals related. This is no. No, my shirt's on the way. By the way,
woo-wee!
Hey,
got the
we love
orange.
it.
First down,
I got the orange with the
first and goal. I'm on
the
ESPN app.
CTG on it.
Love it. Hey, listen, we did see our first beer can titty t-shirt in the wild.
Mike
Shout out
Eversole.
Mike. Yep, Mike Eversole had his t-shirt on.
He had to want it so bad that he said next day delivery.
It was just like
Yeah.
immediately. He might have printed it up at his shop. Who knows? But
Well, he bought one.
yeah, he did buy one.
Yeah, go T-Law. Sorry.
Oh, I love it.
Well, I already said they got a first down, so on the ESPN app I already.
Hey, here we go. Sarah says next time.
Oh,
put some
Corey,
Bengals
are you
stuff on
kidding
him,
me?
and you have instant.
Corey's
merch.
saying turnover, so Corey's probably way ahead.
Oh, Corey,
Yep.
don't quit putting no.
And ball game.
How do you do that when you're at the freaking first and goal at the
I know.
9? What'd they do?
Oh. He
That just-
caught it
Yeah,
and
right.
then let go
Kansas
of it.
City's
somehow.
win probability to 84.9% for everybody.
Well, it's going to go up, probably.
Oh no, I thought it just changed. I could be wrong.
I wonder. Oh, somebody's hurt. I wonder if he had possession long enough.
I don't
It
think
looked
he
like
did.
he did, but
So that's the only hope is that he didn't have it long enough.
Yeah,
it
because
looked like he did, but it's I don't know. I'm
There's nothing-
holding out hope.
His knee hit the ground or? Oh, damn.
Nope.
who knows?
I need to see another angle. See the ball instead of his back.
Mm-hmm.
So he was at like the 1 also.
Oh, it's
Yeah, it was at the 1 yard line.
It looked like he was further back than that.
I don't think he caught it though.
Is
Yeah.
it under review?
Anyway,
I want to see that.
Anyway, nobody's watching us just to watch the freaking Jags game. So, do you guys want to get into some over-unders, or you want to start off with the shotgun bets, or what are y'all thinking?
Well, I want to know if this is under review or not.
I mean, oh, shit.
All turnovers are, but
What
I
on
gotta-
Yeah.
For some reason,
all I have is
our-
a Papa John's commercial and Greg's couch.
Yeah, that's true, Darth Bengal. He says not going to rely on the refs to, overturn this for the Jags. And
Mhm.
either give them the ball at the 1 or at the 6 with second down.
exactly.
Yeah, Darth is right.
Kevin's saying he thinks he caught it, so
I think he did, but
yeah.
That's my bad. Kick me off real quick.
Why do we have two Dereks?
Because I don't have the anyway. I'll mute myself and you guys can keep talking. I don't have the shotgun bets.
Sounds like you're in a stadium. That's pretty good. So tomorrow we got a game. 3:00.
Game.
Well, Del Ramey, it's not looking like it because they just got a turnover. Del must not be caught up either. Unfortunately, probably not. They could have just made it 27-24 potentially and had a shot to make a defensive stand, but they fumbled.
Who was that caught the ball? I didn't see.
It said a minute. Agnew.
Okay.
We're just watching Greg watching the game at this point.
Oh, sorry.
You could have turned it the other way and illegally streamed it for us.
So
Hey,
Hall said Kansas City ball, so they must have reviewed it and said, you know what, Jacksonville, bend over. You ain't getting on. You ain't
Well,
advancing.
there was one time when I had cable, I was like clearly like 3 minutes ahead of everybody else and all that. And I'm like telling everybody what's going on. And Dale's like, Greg, turn the damn phone on the TV. Stop telling us what's happening.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
just show us.
that was what game was that? That was like the second. Was that?
Where he missed the field goal, no, where they met, the Jaguars beat them. Yeah. Where Tucker tried a 70-yard field goal or something. And I couldn't hear what Dale was saying. Dale's like, Greg, point the phone to the TV screen.
Yeah.
At least help us out, you know. We're just sitting here watching the game. We could have watched it with you.
What, Dale?
They
You
did
like
give
my
it to him.
commentating?
It was mid.
Oh,
Anyway,
Your commentating was just like, ow! Ow! I'm like, what does that mean?
He did his best Dave Lapham impression. Like
what
that.
I said, oh my God, because it looked like it was going in, but then I'm like, he missed it. And Dave, I went back and watched it. I wasn't even paying attention. Like, Greg, point the phone at the screen.
Wait, stand still. I can see through the reflection of your glasses.
All right, so here's the shotgun bets that we came up with. This I said we because I didn't have to do all the work on these ones, so they're actually decent this week. But yeah, the ones I had last week were kind of rough. I don't think what we have like 2 or 3 of them maybe hit last week.
I don't know. I thought we hit almost all of them, but maybe 1 or 2.
I think
We're just
mine
that damn good.
Yeah, that's true.
Read them off, big dog.
So we've got the first one right off the rip. We got Bengals money line and over 39.5 total points scored, and that's at plus 275. Next one we got Chase anytime touchdown, the Betfred boost at plus 150, and then we've got Burrow 255 passing yards and T 60 receiving yards. That's plus 120. Then we got Mixon 20 receiving yards and 45 rushing yards. And Bengals minus 2.5. So this means the Bengals are going to win by more than a field goal at plus 235. And then Burrow under a half an interception. So if he gets a pick, obviously this one ain't going to hit at plus 100.
All right, I'll kick it off because once again, going back to that Chase anytime touchdown, that was kind of my call for the Betfred boost this week. So it's a Bengals and Brews Betfred boost, all the B's. And it was plus 125. So if you go to the menu and you drop down to where it says Betfred boost, there'll be multiple ones, but you'll see ours that says boosted from 125 to now 150. I think it's even on the main page right now when I just looked at that boost is on there.
Oh,
so I have to go with this because, you know, obviously, since I'm the one who got that thing rolling, I'm either going to win people with some money or people are going to be really freaking pissed at me, one or the other. So I believe in Jamar Chase, so I'm willing to take that risk.
There you go.
I love it. I love it.
Who's next?
You are a big dog.
Oh, me. Okay. And speaking of the Betfred boost that you guys did, I saw Drew Garrison pumping it up too. He's like, it's free money.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. So that's always good to see. But
I know a lot of people were betting it. U.S. Gambler was going to bet it himself. All kinds of people.
right. I'm torn. I like several of these, but I think I'm going to go with Burrow 255 and T60. Got to do the jackpot since Jeff's not here.
See, you and Hoss are on the same page. That's a good sign for you.
Mhm.
Yes, it
That's a
is.
good sign for you when Hoss is saying the same thing at the same time.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, I think
Well, that'll seal it. It looks like Kansas City just got an interception after Jacksonville holding them to a punt, and that'll be the ball game.
Game over. All right, Greggy, what do you think?
You know what? I'm going to go Chase anytime TD, Burrow 255, and T plus 60 plus, man.
He's going with the big money. You going to bet on them?
No, I don't, dude.
Look over to Betfred.
And that's it. I'll do the shots, and that's it.
All right. So I am going to take the one that I put on here with the biggest odds, just because I think that could be ideal. Bengals money line and the over 39.5 points. I think it's pretty easy to hit that one.
Did it come down to that, or is that an alternate over under?
That's an alternate over under.
I was going to say, because I
think it was like 50, wasn't it?
it was 48.5 or 49.
48. Yeah, I took that. So I have that as one of my bets this week, basically, as well. I have the money line and the higher over, so it's going to pay big.
I like that one.
But
and you'll see
on the weather.
I was going to say, depending on the weather, but 39.5. I mean, both teams getting 20. It doesn't seem that hard to get. So,
yeah,
Sarah, the answer is yes. That's what that means.
Well, I was even thinking, 27-24.
Yes.
Boom, that hits over my 48.5. So, I mean, that sounds reasonable for a game like this against the Bills and the Bengals.
That'll make Sarah happy that we're not at home next week, because she's got to work. So she was really. I'm like, I could sell your ticket though. she's like, what do you mean your ticket? I'm like, well, I'm still going to go.
Yeah, we could have just sold
sold 3 of the tickets.
We could have sold one of the sets.
Yeah,
you could have sold yours, or I could have sold mine, and then we could have sat by each other and split whatever we sold.
She gives them the crying emojis.
That would have been nice to make some extra money and still get to go to the game, Derek.
Right? Exactly.
And I tell Marissa, I won't hear it from you. I won't hear it from you, Bambi killing deer hunter.
Gosh. Oh, I love it. So what's in the chat? What's everybody thinking in the chat? Nobody's taking a shotgun bet in the chat? They're all watching the game too. They're like, we ain't watching your ass. It's just
They
playing
still have faith in Jacksonville pulling it off.
Yeah.
Kevin Queen said Chase and Mixon.
Okay.
Must have missed that.
He likes both of those.
Yeah. I like this right here, Darth Bengal. Burrowhead Stadium.
That's right.
That's forever named. I love that. So we got Chase and Mixon,
which we've only played them once there, and we had to come back from 21-3. The other 2 times we beat them were at home. But I'm with you.
Oh man, I love it.
One game at a time, though. We got to beat these Bills first. That'll be a tough one.
One game at a day. It's like I always told you, with you being a teacher, you tell your kids take it one question at a time, just like everybody else thinks 7 or 8 games ahead. Just one crisis at a time.
Yep, I hear it. All right, so I guess we ain't got nobody else is willing to take these shots like we are.
Yep.
I reckon.
Sarah likes the top 2 bets.
Yep.
Hey, I'm gonna hold her to that. Sarah, you're gonna be taking shots.
Did we get her to deposit 50 and make a $50 bet?
No, I've tried
Sarah,
all day.
On. This is our Betfred boost for the Bengals and Brews. Yeah. And this would be a sign up. You sign up for deposit $50, bet $50, bet it, win it. Plus, you're going to get a free bet of $111 just for betting the 50. So, plus when you win, when Chase scores a touchdown, you get it at plus 150 instead of plus 125. They never give the boost with the $50 bet for their promo to win the 111, but they're doing it this one time for the Bengals and Brews. So
because
take advantage of it.
Freaking love us.
Well, because I kind of put it out there, and then they're like, "Oh, we don't do that way," and I was like, "Oh," and then they're like, "Well, we'll do it because you're so stupid."
Yeah, maybe that's more like it. I'll do it with. Okay, hey, pop up the QR. Do we have the QR code?
No,
available?
That QR code doesn't work. That's why I took it off, so you wouldn't pop it up.
Yeah, because I was about to.
I literally took it off just tonight when we got right before the show started. And look, you were trying to pop it up.
I was too. He was getting me before I got in trouble. There you go.
No, literally, if anybody's not signed up with Betfred and they want to sign up, just let me know, because I can go back to my email and get the link. It's a real long link. They changed it from the short one. I wish they would have not done that, because it would have been super easy for people to sign up.
Yep. And for anybody wondering, we definitely use Betfred. We love all these. this right here is Dale. So if you Dale, you want to tell him your thoughts behind all this?
Yeah, I mean it's 2+ touchdowns for Burrow, 2+ touchdowns thrown. These are both passing touchdowns. But I mean, come on. If it's what I think and they're going to score over 48, they're both going to throw for at least 2 touchdowns. I mean, they should. You know what I mean? Nothing's guaranteed in betting or in life. But I like the odds of both them throwing for 2. And I took, honestly, the lowest yardage you could get because you just don't know. So I got Josh Allen only 205 yards needed and Burrow 215 plus needed. So I mean, if those 4 things hit, $20 bet, potential return, $58. So trying to triple my money there on what I think should happen.
And
that's not a big game for either guy.
I was just about to say that looks like a defensive game, honestly, if you look at it.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they could still hit. Yeah. So, I mean, hell, you never know. I could have this at halftime.
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
And then the next one we got is Joe's, who was unable to come on right now because he's doing the responsible thing and putting his kids to bed and shit, unlike me. But he's got the Bengals point spread and Jamar Chase over 70 receiving yards. I mean, honestly, Jamar almost hit that the last time we played him in that first pass. So it seems like a pretty easy one to me.
If he had really had balls, he would have bet the Bengals money line though, and said the Bengals are going to win.
Or took the shotgun bet right there at Bengals under 2.5 because he thinks they're going to win by more than a field goal, like me. Foreshadowing. and then I got this is my bet on here. I got Jamar Chase touchdown, Joe Burrow to throw 2. Joe Mixon over 20 receiving yards, and then Burrow over 240 passing yards. So that's kind of where I was thinking Jamar Chase is going to get a touchdown. I almost put another one in there, but I thought I might be getting too greedy, so I just kind of left it where it was. But I was thinking Mixon touchdown too, but I just kind of left it right there. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
That one looks good too. All the ones you guys put out there look good.
Hey, right here, we finna get that money because we know what we're doing.
Mic drop.
He's like, oh, I don't know about all that.
21 plus, Ohio resident, gambling problem? ? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gambling problems, Derek? Gambling problems?
We have to put that disclaimer on the tweet, so I'm going to put it on here when Derek says we know what we're doing. Because
exactly.
Yeah. Tom said, are there any NFL fans here or just betting fans?
No, we're definitely NFL fans, Tom.
We're NFL fans for sure.
It's solid.
But when you got a sponsorship with Betfred and you want to, get the little bets out there and something to do. I mean, we've had like 8 shows this week, so we've definitely talked about the game quite a bit.
We've talked the game to death pretty much by this
And we're still going to talk the game with our over-unders.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a part of the game if you think, okay, I think Burrow's going to have this many yards and this is going to happen and this person's going to have a, you start to piece together how you think the game's turning out for your final prediction.
Hint, hint, you can bet on all these.
But you don't have to. Mike Stranger, he don't sports bet. He's here for the humor. Yep. He's here for James, talking like Kermit the Frog after his speech for how he toughed this game out.
Yep. All right. So let's
start off. Kermit. So it's post-game interview. All right, Kermit. So you injured your ankle early in the game. How did that go? How were you able to toughen it out?
It was kind of tough. It really it hindered me when I was going out there and trying to run the ball.
Hey, Kermit, I was about to say, how many sedatives are you on right now, Kermit?
They didn't let me count.
You need to count Dracula for that.
One.
One steroid shot. Two steroid shot. 8 steroid shots. No.
Hey, listen, Sarah Davis, if you're watching right now, I'm going to need a cup of water just to keep the flows going because this one seems like it might take a little bit.
Shelly is so proud. So proud of you. Jimmy.
You're right, yeah.
Oh, I love
Jimmy
James.
You want to go over or start with some over-unders here? What are you thinking?
Man, Marvin Jones gets 21 yards now. I need 35.
Hey, listen. Ain't
Sorry.
nothing wrong with a little garbage time, you know?
Yeah,
Ain't
I say we
nothing
start the
wrong
over-unders because we're still kind of previewing the game while we're doing it. Hey,
with a
you made
little.
Sarah laugh, James, so you're doing something right. We know Derek can't. Fucking that motherfucker is not funny at all.
Hey, Jacksonville's driving.
Hey,
in case you're
she
wondering.
married me for my humor. We all know it wasn't for my good looks.
How much time is left, James?
43 seconds. They just spiked it.
They just need a touchdown or a field goal, an onside
To
kick,
Marvin
and then
Jones.
a touchdown or a field goal to go to overtime. That's
Yep.
it, guys. That's it. That's the only stuff they need.
Hey,
Man,
so you're
Last-
telling me there's a chance?
There is
last
a
time I
chance.
ever shout Duval. Jeez.
Joe said shot shows off the rail per usual. I better join.
I love it.
Oh, mom!
Hey,
with
listen.
mom with the comment right there. Sarah married you for your titties.
Listen, no, when we got married, I didn't have these titties, okay? These were built, not bought.
I don't know. They look.
Glad I
kinda
did not have
artificial.
beer in my mouth at that time.
They look
All
kind
right,
of
Burrow over under 282.5 passing yards. What y'all thinking here?
I'll start. I'll say under because I could see it's for whatever reason it's been under lately. He's not approached 300. Still finding ways to win. They're on a 9-game winning streak, so he's still playing well. It's just he's used his legs a little more. The defense has played fantastic. And I mean, I think we forced Josh Allen into a couple turnovers is our key to winning, maybe a defensive touchdown even. But I'm going to say Burrow still has a solid game, anywhere from 260 or 250 to 270 passing yards I could see, and maybe another 25 to 30 rushing because he's going to have to make some plays here and there to extend drives.
Mm-hmm. We got
That's my
Corey, Darth, Tom, and Hoss all going over, and Kevin Queen with hitting the under.
I am. I'm looking at the weather forecast for Buffalo right now, and it looks like at kickoff 3:00, 40% chance of snow, and then increases to 40 or 50%.
So maybe not.
So well, it could be. I mean, it could be under because of the snow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go under as well. I still think that he's going to put up some numbers in terms of touchdowns, but I think it's going to be under, maybe like 270.
Yeah, and if the defense gets the turnovers, like I was saying, he might have some short fields for those touchdowns.
Yeah. And they're going for an onside kick. They got a field goal.
Greg,
Man, if they
get the onside kick and throw a deep one or something, that'd be
I'll keep you posted. No, nobody in the chat say anything. Greg,
They get it.
What are you doing? They're getting the kick.
You know what? I guarantee you Joe Burrow's watching us right now. He's got this Michael Jordan mentality saying, I took this personally from both Dale and James right here. Over. I shame on you guys. Turn your back.
Shame on us. We still said he's going to have 270 and like 3 touchdowns.
That's an insult. He's going to take this personally.
Close.
I'm going to say under as well. I just think it's going to be like 270, 280, like in around there. As my kids are trying to get on the show, I think like 270, 280, and like 3 touchdowns is kind of where I'm thinking. Maybe four.
Ooh, I like that.
Greg, you're on the lone island. I hope you're correct, and he has about 400.
I just hope we come back here and say, get that damn Greg. Get that damn BSG.
I asked my son for a cup of water, and he brings me one of his cups with like a little
like that much water.
that much water.
Oh, they're laughing too.
You could at least fill it up, Declan.
This was the only clean cup in the house.
They're good
Exactly.
additions. Do the dishes.
Hey,
I
did they
know.
taken the onside kick yet? Or
Oh, they didn't.
Yeah,
get
they
it.
didn't
It
get
was
it.
close.
oh,
Yeah,
so the game's over.
Yeah.
yeah. They're shaking hands and
All
Mahomes
right.
is wobbling around. And
Oh well, doesn't matter. Oh shit!
doesn't matter. Throws
He's like, it doesn't matter what you think. He just throws his
Takes the ball back to everything in this house. I'm not one bit upset. It's fine. Ah!
that might happen once a week where the phone just.
Yeah, it does. At least
Hey,
once.
we need to start a GoFundMe for Greg for a phone stand.
Yeah, I know.
Greg,
This is
don't
what's
go.
been holding
Hold
right
on.
here. These books.
Hey, Greg,
That's what
This
holds
thing?
my phone up.
this thing right here,
Here we go. Now we're officially
this.
back on the rails.
I got this for $10 at Walmart, and it has.
No, I
the
have
light-
one too. I just hate hooking it up and all that.
Oh.
Hey,
Well,
look, Derek's getting some credit from the wife. Derek just
What am I
did
doing?
dishes. We have plenty of cups, actually. So,
Boom.
and that's the reason why she married him. Not any other. He's not funny. He's
Not
not
looks.
good looking. It wasn't for the boobies.
It's because
just
I do the dishes.
He's her bitch.
He's domesticated as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
what's up, Joe?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good to see you, bro.
That field goal saved me. I had Jags +9.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Wow. I didn't even think of that. A lot of people on the point spread's probably happy.
Oh yeah, that garbage field goal. Was
It's like, go ahead and kick the field goal.
Like, come
You
on,
need
make
10
it.
anyway. You need 10 anyways.
I mean, it's the smart play, but yeah, it does seem a little fishy.
Make Joe happy. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
Amen.
yeah.
All right. Hey, we're still on the Burrow. Joe, what are you thinking?
I like the over. I only heard what you had said, Dale, about just kind of the trend of him being under lately. I think some of that's just been a lot tougher defenses.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to carve up the secondary of the Bills, and I think he's going to get it out quickly. And I don't expect us to run the ball a ton. I think it's just going to be a lot of really quick, short and intermediate passes.
But you have to take into account all the injuries on the line too. You know, how many big shots downfield are you going to be able to have to gain some of the bigger yardage? You know,
Yeah, I don't think
Greg
we're going to
is
have
so
a lot.
salty that 3 of us picked the under, Joe. So you're
Oh, wow.
you and BSG over here.
Hey, for what it's worth, I hope
somebody's-
that Joe and Greg are right.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean,
just
hey,
giving my
listen.
opinion.
I was thinking it was going to be like the Tampa Bay game where he has very little yardage because we're turning the ball over 4 freaking times.
Well, I think we have to set this at 2.5. How many rooms Greg
Yeah.
on the podcast from? Because we're already at 2. So
Want me to go to the bathroom next? I could do that.
Whoa.
Hey,
That's not-
we don't need a hashtag live stream.
yeah, another Jeff
All right.
Trinipool on here.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
exactly.
That was an all-time classic.
All right,
But-
so we got Burrow rushing, over under
Mhm.
12.5 rushing yards. I kind of already said this earlier, so I'll start and then I'll kick it over to you, Joe. So I said, along with the passing, I said around 250 to 270 because I think he's going to have another 25 to 30 rushing yards, make some plays, scramble, pick up some first downs. So I definitely got the over. I'd say it's somewhere in the 20s and above.
Yeah, I like the over here. I think he's going to be put in situations where he's running for his life, and just the way.
Well, I
Burrow
didn't
is-
say all that.
Well, I am. It is what it is. I mean, he's going to have times where the pocket's going to collapse quickly, and Burrow just has really good pocket presence. And I think he's going to find those lanes, and he's going to get. I think he could get this on one run. So over. James.
I'm going over. I think he's going to have somewhere in the 15 to 20 range is where he's going to be. It seems like he's good for one of those a game where he's going and he gets about 8 yards, first down, gives us the point, drops the ball,
Yep.
goes back to the huddle. I think he's going to have 1 or 2 of those.
Everybody in the chat saying over, Pork Chop, Hoss, Darth Bengal. And then Joe's just keeping it real, Sarah says. Kevin said, how good is Burrow in the snow? I don't know how many games he's played in
He's
the snow.
never
honestly.
played in the snow. since he's been in Cincinnati.
Really? Yeah,
The only game that was close was the one when we played the Raiders in the playoff game. Yeah, it was kind of a snowy, sleety, but it didn't. There was nothing like during the game.
No.
Greg?
That sounds like a Burrow sigh.
I know.
Sound like a dad sitting down after a long day of work.
Going to be passing the ball out, man. I mean, I like you guys. I hope I'm wrong, but under.
Greg's seen this man sling for like 500, and they just cannot stop him at all.
I love it.
I love the energy, Greg.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to say over, but not by much. I'm thinking 15 or 20.
Sounds good. So the majority over, Greg under, but only because he thinks Burrow is going to dominate in the passing game.
Damn. Hey, listen, our buddy Bourbon just hit a $400 bet. He had a 5-piece parlay that just hit. So shout out Bourbon.
Nice.
Well, maybe we'd shout him out if he'd ever come back on the show.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, Blind Tiger starts back after 12-month hiatus, and he's just like, I don't need you guys anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I hope he's.
It's all love. I love those guys.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
love Matt. Like, it's all love at the end of the day. I just like giving him a hard time. He's my boy. And I miss him.
What are we going to next?
All right, so next one we got. I'm trying to check my bets, man. We've got Mixon over under 47.5. He's been under that rushing here lately. He's been around 45 a game.
Yeah,
that's tough.
This is a really tough one because I feel like we almost need him to be, especially if we do get some of that weather and some of that snow. We need him to have some big gains.
Oh,
but his
Matt's being a dad. Sorry.
I'm
not muted.
His presence has been more in the receiving game than it has in the rushing game lately. So I'm going to say under. Maybe he ends up with 40, 45 even, gets close, 42, but he has another 30 in the receiving game. So a solid game, but he doesn't hit the 50 mark or the over 47.5 here.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm on the under. I think P. Ryan is going to get a lot more snaps just to use him in pass protection more. I think they trust him more in pass pro. And yeah, I mean, I feel like our MO all season has been we're not running the ball that effectively, and we're just using these, quick out routes to move the ball and try to keep the defense honest. So yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be like in the 30 to 40 yard range.
I wanted to pop this up before you go, James, just real quick because we got here Black Hills audits. Boy, the Jags got screwed bad by the refs today. That's what you got. Like I didn't watch till toward the end a little bit, so I was asking you guys, and you seem to feel the same way. You thought it's kind of bad officiated.
It was. It seemed off.
Yeah,
we'll put it that way. That's the best way to put it.
I'm just concerned for tomorrow because we know the neutral site thing and 50,000, and it's like that. It's other people are like, well, you could buy Bengals. Okay, is the NFL coming out and promoting that? And I know it's because it's at a neutral site or whatever, but come on. Then they're bragging, 50,000 sold already. You better get your tickets. Like it just seems a little dirt. Like it seems like that's what they want, and then I just don't trust the NFL officiating anyways because they done took one damn Super Bowl from us last year. So I don't know. That is a concern to me. But go ahead, James, with the Mixon over under.
I'm going to go over. I'm going to be as bold as to say he's going to be over 80.
I like it.
That's what I think because I'm going under. I'm going under on Joe Burrow, and I'm going to go over on this one.
Man, imagine if he just come out and had like 150-yard game, 2 or 3 tutties, like just an animal. We could really use that. Keep Josh Allen off the field too.
Me and Kevin Queen, we're on the same team here. Over,
yes, sir.
Let's do it.
All right, big Savage.
Dang it, James. I was supposed to be the only one saying over here, but no.
From the town, baby. Let's
Hey,
do this.
I mean, Burrow's already thrown for 500, Greg. How many more yards are there left to get
But-
for Mixon to run
You
for?
know what? Shout out to people in Atlanta. They're getting ready for that. Just don't even bother coming to work, okay? It's not going to be necessary. Don't waste your time selling tickets. Get your money back right now because it ain't going to be in frickin' Atlanta. It's going to be in Kansas City next week when we go upset them for the second time this year. Game over.
Hey, listen, it's definitely going to be in Kansas City because SportsCenter literally just posted a tweet saying, "Welcome to the Chiefs Invitational." So they definitely want the game in Arrowhead. I think, though, I'm starting to think all of the NFL wants the game in Arrowhead because it's always in Arrowhead. Blah 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 blah. Gluck gluck gluck. I'm going.
Are we doing the
Mixon.
gluck 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 again? We just did this the other day.
Hey, listen, I'm going Mixon with the over. Yeah, I think he'll get about 50-55 rushing.
It's not as confident as we were, but whatever.
Yeah.
You're on our team.
Yeah, barely.
Hey, Hayden Thirst Trap
Ooh.
Hurst,
Yeah.
33.5 receiving yards.
See, I always like his catches. I like to do catches on him more than yardage.
Hey, I can find that out real quick. Everybody go around your yards, and I'll get hit.
Well, this makes it tough, but I'll go ahead and I'll say over because I'm guessing it's like 3.5 or something like that, like it always is for his catches. So I'm going to say a lot of them move the sticks. Maybe he has one that's 15 to 18 yard gainer, right over the middle. So, and we saw that he can get some plays against these guys. He had a couple catches on that first drive, didn't he? When we played them on the Monday Nighter.
Yep. He had 3 in the first drive.
Okay, was it 3? I didn't know if it was 2 or 3, but either way, he was getting some catches, and I mean, just on a first drive. And then I know they go to him more on the first drive. It seems like sometimes, but I think he'll end up, regardless what Derek says with the over/under. I'm gonna say he ends up with like 4 catches and 35 yards. So I'll say over, but not by much.
Then parlay that because he's got 3.5 so they're thinking 10 yards.
It's always 3.5.
It's always 3.5. And he hit that.
And I hit it. I hit it before.
Like
yeah. I hit it that one time. He got 4 on one he shouldn't have caught because he was
so
like,
if you think he's going to hit both of these, definitely hit. Parlay them 2 together.
Oh God, Sarah.
Yep, I saw that.
So Sarah's just letting you know, Crep. How do we know that's not tea you're always drinking? Sarah said because he fell in the bathtub after last weekend's show. Tea doesn't do that to you.
No.
Hell no.
And Kevin also said over on this one. Yeah, and Fiji said it's Carl Sheffers. Is that how you say his last name?
For this game, yeah.
That fucking turd sandwich. So he said we couldn't have got a worse ref. And the stats even break it down for the road teams and some of the. It's not ideal, but you know what? We still got that man with that big old cock in his pants, Joe Burrow.
I will say that last week, the ref trend was the opposite. So they actually did the opposite of what they normally do for us.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll happen again.
I thought the calls were kind of 50-50 last week, honestly. But there was a couple.
We had quite a few more, I think, than they did.
Did they? Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. I can look.
The refs were worse in week 18 than they were in the playoff game.
How many more of these we have, Derek?
We got a few of them. You want to run through them real quick?
Either.
We haven't said anything yet.
Yeah, I'll be quick. Hurst under, just because I think the receivers are going to dominate. James?
I'm going to go 35 yards.
You're with me then. That's what I was like. I'm going to say it's over by 1.5 yards.
Yep, I'm right there with you. I think it'll be very close.
Hoss says over as well. And I like Black Hills. Bengals are going to roll the Bills. I love it, man.
I love that. Greg?
I'm going to go, you know what? I want to set a motivation for Hayden Hurst here, and I'll take one for myself. He's going to say I hate Greg with a passion right now. I'm going to say under. So, Hayden, if you're watching this, man, just use me as an advantage to say I'm going to punch
He's definitely watching.
Just say,
Hayden, you know he's watching right now.
Hey, Hayden, you can punch me in the gut when you prove me wrong next time you see me, just so you know.
What you wish for. He's a big
Hey,
dude.
real quick. So we were talking about the penalties last week. 7 for us, 4 for Baltimore.
Oh, it wasn't as close as I thought it was. All right. Jamar Chase over under 84.5.
That's a good number. I
Oh,
like
That's
that
a
number
very
real
good number. They done good this week, man. I'm telling you. Wait till you see the rest of
They're
these.
good.
94.
Well, is he going to be double covered? Because that's what I mean. That's my only concern. Like, I fully think he's going to get in the end zone, but by doing that, it feels a little more pressure that I'm like, hey, guys, we got the boost for you with Chase a touchdown. But they got 2 or 3 guys on him every freaking play.
Mhm.
They can't afford to put 3, but you know what I'm saying. They're going to
Yeah.
have 2, I think, a lot. But I still think he's going to get in the end zone. As far as yards, I don't know, but he just seems to get open, right?
Yeah.
And especially if they come out and they're throwing to T early and T's just jumping over there because they don't really have a lot of real tall corners. Tre'Davious White's only like 5'11", so if that's their plan on T and T's just jump ball, gets 2 or 3 of those.
Jump man. Oh, sorry.
And I could see then that loosens things up for Chase. So I'm going to say over, but man, that's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a good number. I like the over, though. I don't think they're going to double him all game just because Chase hasn't had one of those ridiculous 152 tutty games lately. And
He hasn't had it all year, has he?
Nope.
I
No.
didn't think so.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been as explosive. And, of course, some of that's due to the injury that he had. And I'm sure he's not 100% right now. But, yeah, I like him for even over 100, but I like this number.
Over. He's going to be around 94, 95. He's going to hit it. 2 tutties.
Over.
Like that, James.
Yeah. So a lot of times what I do is I write down where I kind of like you do, Dale. You write down where you think, and then I go in there and I look at all these overs and stuff or over unders, and that helps me bet kind of where I want to bet all these.
Right.
And I'm gonna have to say over on this because I, like you said, I was thinking this was going like really close. I was thinking 85, 90 yards. So I'm gonna hit the over on that one. T. Higgins 62.5.
Well, I'm just going to go along. I mean, I know I just said the over for Chase and things loosen up for him, but see, it gets tricky because then I'm like, is my Burrow? Should I go back to the first one and go over on my Burrow yardage?
Yeah.
Because then it's like, well, Boyd and Hurst. I just said Hurst is getting at least 30 some. I mean, what's Boyd getting?
Start counting them up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if I say, Chase gets 90 and Higgins gets 65, Hurst gets 30 some, Mixon another 30. I mean, that could still, and Boyd only like 20. That's you add all that up. That's
250-ish, 260 right in there.
Which is about what I said it would be. So,
Yep.
So I'm gonna go with the over, but I'm gonna say it's about 65 to 70, maybe 75, and I think he gets in the end zone this week too.
Yeah, I like him at about 75. I think this is going to be a big Migos game. I think all 3 of them are going to dominate the target share, and I think they're all going to have a lot of success over.
Barely over. 67 yards, right in there.
James
He's
says 63 yards. 63.
I got to stick by what I'm saying about Burrow going over 282. They're going to Higgins and Chase both get over 100 yards receiving. I may be crazy, but I literally don't care.
Love it. Fuck yeah.
I'm going to say under just because I was thinking 60 yards. So I'll go 62 yards for T. Higgins is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you'll be
Sitting on that fence, James and Derek. Just sitting on that fence.
Hey, and you know what? Going back to what you said on the Migos, I know this probably has a very unlikely thing to happen, but wonder what I'll have to look. I wonder what it would be to parlay T. Tyler or T. Boyd and Chase to all have a touchdown in this game. I wonder what those odds would be set at.
plus
Bet that'd be a
1,200.
nice payout.
Plus
Maybe.
12, I think
At least plus
You guess?
1,200. I was gonna guess like 1,800.
But I'll look it up. We got Boyd 36.5 receiving yards. What do you guys think there?
I don't know. Well, okay, I just said 35 because I'm writing this down because Dean said calculate Boyd in, which I did a little bit, but but I literally totaled up now.
Damn.
So I got Chase with 90, Higgins with 70. I've got Hurst coming back with another 35, Mixon with 30, and Boyd with around 35. And then I'm gonna throw in Trenton Irwin with about 12. So that puts Joe Burrow at 272, which is under what I said earlier.
Yep.
He's 250 to 270. So this is the way I think he does it. And I've got Boyd just under at 35.
Well,
So
did you figure in Mixon?
yeah, 30 for Mixon.
Okay.
I don't have any for P. Ryan because he hasn't been playing as much. Like
I think that's going to change this week.
it very well may, and
You mean the guy that is not the P. Ryan guy?
I know.
I
know. I'm actually looking at some P. Ryan props because I think he's going to get a lot of snaps.
I love it.
I don't have anything much else to add. I already kind of talked about the Migos, so over.
Crip. I'm not drunk yet.
Well, I was going to say Crypt. Joe had to come in and reel us back in. That's what it was.
No,
I know.
that.
When I first listened and you're doing fucking Kermit impressions, I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Hey, I don't care. Drunk or sober, I'm going to have fun on this show.
Yeah, absolutely.
But number two, I just hadn't started drinking until the show started, so I'm getting warmed up now. We're getting to the hour mark.
I saw you get the fireball out.
That's right.
So I did this for you, Crip.
All right.
I know no one likes a professional Dell over here crunching numbers. And fuck, that's some weird shit, nerd. Fucking nerd. Call myself a nerd.
All right. I'm going to go over on Boyd. I'm going to go about probably 45 and a tutty. That's what I'm thinking for him.
I like it.
I like it.
And I'm going to go get a beer.
Big Savage.
Somebody has to have the low end here, and I think Irwin might take some away from Boyd. So
Shut up, Greg.
What?
Yeah, see what that says, Derek.
Okay. I'll just say it.
Wait, James?
I think he told you to shut up.
I'm sorry, bro. Someone's got to have, you got to trim the fat somewhere. I'm sorry. Sorry, Boyd. Under.
You're correct, Sarah. I am starting to feel a buzz.
Oh, I love it. All right, so I'm gonna say under on that one. I was lagging there.
Greg.
I was thinking he's going to have a round. I think Boyd's going to have less yards than Hurst is this week. It's just one of my little intuitions that I'm having right now. But I will say he is going to get a touchdown. Plus 3,000 for the Migos to get a touchdown. Plus 5,000 for Mixon and Chase and Higgins. That is crazy.
Plus the Bengals money line.
Yeah, plus the money line.
Oh, okay.
That's a big part of it is because the Bengals are, and they just keep becoming bigger underdogs. You guys see the spread at least somewhere.
Well, you know what?
I'm about to let
the Browns.
I'm gonna let my dog out tomorrow on Josh Allen's face. No, I actually like Josh Allen.
I thought that the
saying.
Bills were the underdog. Wait a second. That's what I keep getting.
Oh yeah,
It's Bills against the world, baby.
I'm not
Everyone's counting them out.
That. I'm not engaging with that. I think half of that is Glenn fucking trolling
I
everybody.
know.
He said he was.
No, even the
Our
Bills'
boy, and
actual
listen.
Twitter account was tweeting some shit about that. I'm like, you guys are fucking favored.
Yeah.
By 6
And not by
points.
like 2, by 6.
Listen, Glenn,
Yeah,
we love you, but it's war tomorrow. All right.
No. Oh yeah, dude. But yeah, it's like I said, I'm not going to talk bad about their fan base and stuff.
No.
There's too much mutual respect and love, and
Yeah.
I really do think like Josh Allen seems like just a hilarious, funny guy somehow, and I never thought I didn't know that till like lately.
Still
Like
watching,
I've seen more of that side. He was on one of the Barstool things with the Caleb guy on a Sunday thing, and he's just so quick witted and stuff.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah,
like, man,
definitely.
that's cool. But I hope Cam Taylor-Britt fucking beats the fuck out of him, knocks the ball loose 2 or 3 times, gets a pick 6. Fucking the whole team, the whole defense just beats his fucking ass. Don't get it twisted. Like I want the Bengals to fucking put a hurting on him. But personally, I think he seems like a good dude.
Yeah.
There was somebody on Twitter that said that this is the first game in history that both teams are the underdog.
Somehow, some way.
I love
It's
it.
true.
I love it. All right, Mixon over under 25.5 receiving. What do we think here, boys?
Well, I just said 30 when I crunched my numbers. When I crunched my numbers, boys, I
He's
said
got
30,
the
so
Zach
little
Gallup
over.
for now. Yeah.
Because I don't think he's gonna have and I don't think he's gonna have a huge rushing game. I said that back on his rushing yards. I said he might have 35 to 40, 45 rushing yards, but then he'll have another 30 receiving. So I think he falls somewhere in that range, a little over on the receiving, a little less on the rushing.
I'm going to go under. I think P. Ryan's going to play a lot on passing downs. And I think a lot of that work is going to go to him, and Mixon's going to be mostly, in first and second down.
Oh, God. Greg's writing notes over here.
P. Ryan over Mixon?
What'd you say?
Are you hashtag P. Ryan over Mixon
Yeah.
right now?
Fuck no.
He thinks
It's out of
running back
necessity.
one.
Mixon's still my boy. I love Mixon. It's out of necessity. They just seem to trust him more as a pass blocker, P. Ryan, that is. So it's just what I think they're going to do.
So Sarah's saying over, Darth Bengals saying over, our guy Kevin's saying over, and he thinks he's going to have a big game all around.
Hey, listen,
I hope he's
Sarah,
right. I hope
if
he's
you're
right.
staying over on all these, go on betfredsports.com/Bengals. I don't remember all of that we're supposed to do on that, but
No, we have a whole new link.
oh, we do have a whole new link.
Sarah,
Okay.
I'll text you a link if you want
and
it.
bet it, please.
Just go somewhere.
Hey, Listen,
helps
Sarah,
us. No,
if you
go
want to
under
do all
our
this
link.
betting, text Dale and he will
Slide in my-
he will hook you
hey,
up. Slide in his DM.
Text me, slide in my DM, Sarah, whatever you need to do. If you like his boobies, imagine how big mine are.
I need.
All right, so
I
bye,
ran
Joe.
Joe off. He got so horny. He had to go. The bunny was like, "Ah," he's about to pop the damn table over.
All right, so I guess it's my turn. I said he was going to be over on the rushing. I said 80 plus, I think is what I said, rushing. This guy right here, I do think he's going to be under.
Joe Main Mixon.
No. I do think he's going to be under. I kind of lean with Joe. I think P. Ryan's going to be in there a little bit more this game, and not because he has earned necessarily more playing time than Mixon in terms of productivity. It's because of necessity with the line. You're going to need another guy in there, and he's better at pass pro than Mixon is. So we're going to need that.
Like
Great.
you think, James.
Under. Oh wow.
You lose your voice?
No.
Greg don't ever say unders.
He just
Trying to be more creative. I don't know how. Dale, how the hell did you know I was writing something down, man? How do you know what I'm doing?
Oh
We saw the
man. That's
paper.
speaking of
yeah,
which,
we saw the paper.
listen, we're going to start doing so next season on Bengals and Brews. We're going to do. I'm going to buy all of us like red cards and green cards or something, and we're going to have like go or no go, and we're going to do something like that.
That's
Have
cool.
some fun with it. Have some fun with it.
Ooh.
Good idea.
Yeah, I
or
would do
bad
like
idea?
running standings. We need like something to bet.
Yes.
We need to do like a bet
Yeah.
for season long.
Oh
Someone's
yeah.
got to like beer bong, do a
Absolutely.
beer bong or something if they lose.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll buy a beer bong. Hey, we're going to be partying hard next year, so I'm going to have us a freaking bathroom and everything else.
How is Dietz going to make a QR code for Jeff for tomorrow? Which I mean, for the watch party. But like Jeff and Derek and I are all in this together. I am not having fucking Iceman in the middle of our fucking QR code.
I'm not doing that. Like, put me in the middle or
You
something.
want to know why?
Put me
Hey,
in
Jason.
the middle.
Hey,
What-
Jason.
Yeah, put Can Titty guy in
Well,
the
gosh,
middle.
that would be great.
No, Jason, put the crunching tiger in the middle.
No, we'll put the Can Titty guy. That's gonna be our new logo.
It's
for the
funny
That
how
would
club.
be-
you're
that would
saying
be great.
Jason like he's watching.
Yeah, they don't watch any of our
Hey, is
shows.
anybody going to be at the RJ Cinemas tomorrow?
Nah, I'll
Greggy?
be here in the old Paris KY.
I'm
I
thinking about going. All of us are starting to feel a little better, so I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
Oh, it's going to be a blast.
All right, score predictions. What y'all thinking?
Hey.
Oh, actually,
You see
yeah,
the
I
way
didn't see that.
he does that, man. Imagine how big of a cock he could suck at.
Hey, real quick, Joe, can you pull up anything, or I guess
Can I pull up anything? Yeah.
from our store, or
Yeah.
Show the people a little of our merch we've got up.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't see Jungle Jerry with a hat,
that thing looks sick.
the hat
It
looks
looks
nice.
so good.
Favorite.
You got
So-
the beanie like Joe has on.
Mm-hmm.
So Jungle Jerry had this one. If it'll load.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It looks so sharp because I hadn't
Yes.
seen one produced yet.
Yeah.
But yeah,
James
there's
is
the
on.
beanie like I have on,
Mhm.
and this is in white too, just like the one I
Mhm.
have, and then of course the bestseller.
Which we got a Fumble in the Jungle shirt. One of those
Yep.
is two-sided.
Yeah,
And then
this one's two-sided.
Depends how you which way you want it. Like
Hey.
you can get what you see on the other one on the back end and just that on the front part of it.
Yep.
So yeah. And it has like Joe put in like the call.
Yeah, is
So,
that
like,
Tarico
That
call?
was great. How Tarico did that, just like that is.
He's
Yeah.
a professional.
Yep. That's why they get paid for that shit, I guess.
I'll
So
tell
I
you
don't know.
that-
We're just trying to sell a little merch here and there. Nothing
Mhm.
major. Obviously, who wouldn't want a Cam Titty t-shirt? I mean,
Yep.
my own daughter said she wanted me to get her one. She's just turning 13 and she wants a Derek Cantitty tee. So that's how we're raising children
Could-
nowadays.
Could that put me in jail?
Probably.
Is there a reason? Is there a reason that the Can Titty shirt is $22?
We
Because it's got
discounted it.
me on it.
So
they're
because
like,
when
gotta
we
sell it
talked
cheaper.
about doing it, we were live on the show,
Yep.
and I said, "Hey, can we set a discount for this shirt?"
Yeah, because we
Even though
wanted it
we're-
to sell.
Yeah, even though we're not gonna like make a profit on it, basically.
Yeah, we're not making much money off of those, but we
So
just wanted to
we-
sell because it's fucking funny.
Yeah, we wanted
Yeah.
more people to have this shirt of Derek.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah,
mine's
go
on the
to
way. It's on the
Bengals
way.
dash.
Well,
and
we're
dash
probably
Brews.
going to only leave it at $22 for another day or two. So
Yep.
Yeah.
you got maybe through
Limited
this
time.
weekend to get it at that, and then we'll keep it on
Yeah.
there, but it's going to be at regular price.
And this, I think Joe helped with this to help with the
He did
the way that it worked out.
the
Mhm.
background and stuff, taking the background
Yeah,
out.
it
so-
is.
Yep.
It's sick. I
Mhm.
Yeah.
love it. I wore it all day today.
I didn't
Rich
design
like
that
that,
one at
man.
all. I just helped kind of clean it up.
Right.
Yeah, we got to give credit to the man who just continues to pop out kids, and not Bengals and Bourbon, Bengalorian.
Bangalore.
Those two, I feel like they're in a kid
Them and
ring.
James Rapine. That's I know. You know what it is. Everybody for the longest time thought James was the Bangalorean. So they was like, you know what? You're having a kid, so I have to have one.
Yep.
So
And maybe the number 22 was
Yeah.
for
for
a
two
reason.
titties.
Yep.
Yeah.
Two
Absolutely.
cans. I got two
Two
cans. Two titty cans.
Show them to me.
Well,
Anyway, go to Bengals-and-brews.
All right, we ready to announce this
score.
winner?
Oh
Let's
shit!
do
Yeah.
it.
Do you want to do score predictions first, or you want to announce the winner first?
We'll do score
Bengals.
predictions really quick.
All right.
I'll say I don't know what I said on Jeff's show, but I'll still say like I don't know. I'll change it now to 31-27 Bengals. Like I think it's gonna be close.
Oh,
I got it
fucking
within
kidding me.
3 or 4.
Are you? All right. Anyway,
I think this is going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be an all-time classic. 38-35 Bengals.
woo!
Yeah.
so
So
Greg and I. Well, let me put it this way. Greg was able to interview Glenn Goodberry for our show Rally Around the Natty. And Glenn said 41-38, but did not say who was going to win. He felt that was the score. He just had no idea who was going to win. That's kind of how I feel. I could see it going one way or the other. It's going to come down to can the defense of one of the teams make a stop when it counts. That's what I think. I hate giving score predictions. I'm just going to say Bengals. Let's do it.
Love it. Greg?
69-0 Bengals.
Nice.
Nice.
No. I agree with what Glenn said. It's going to be a shootout. He said 41-38. Screw it. I'm just going 41-38 Bengals.
35-28, 30-27, 34-27, all for the Bengals.
I'm going to say 34-31, and Bengals win, and one of those touchdowns is a defensive touchdown.
It's going to be Juice.
Juice
Taylor called
gang!
Juice gang.
Pick 6.
I didn't call that. Just for appearances.
Part of me is like, man, I should not let the winner of this be somebody who's never watched our show, but whatever. That'd be the 90-some% of the entries. So, here, I showed the guys this already, did this earlier, but just full disclosure, did a number wheel from the 300 some that submitted to me. I think it was 1 to 306.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was signed a number on this piece of paper. The winning number was 35. So I have been keeping track as the week went. All these names.
How many names did we end up getting? 300.
I said it's 306.
330 or 306. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I gave all week. So anybody that had been and wanted to be entered, or because there's no way to track it on YouTube that was good.
Yep.
Because it had about 300.
Yeah.
But some of those I don't even know who they were. Because of their YouTube names. But a lot of them that was private. So I try to give everybody a week. I put it on Facebook, Twitter. But anyway, so 35 was Eric Howland. I think that's how you say it, at ER Howland.
Okay.
ER Howland.
I know him on Twitter.
Look who was right above that. Shelly Johnson.
Oh no. Oh.
Congrats,
man.
Eric.
Congrats, Eric.
That's one of those hear
I
that
know.
podcast growling so close.
Well, it used to be James.
I was gonna say it was James.
Runs in the family.
James is getting second on everything, but
Hey, he didn't get second that one time in the Bedford suite, so remember that.
Well, I
that's
didn't
true.
win it.
That's
You
true.
helped me with that.
Well, that's hey, I put a change to that. I didn't do.
Greg, you realize how much money you could have sold that ticket
if you guys somebody wants to reach out on Twitter and let him know he won, I mean, I'll put it out. But if somebody wants to go ahead and put it out, that's fine. Give the man the good news for us, Everybody in this chat is like family to me anyways. You guys come in here, you talk to us, you help us get through the show because Derek gets off the rails. Joe can't fucking keep a thought for longer than 5 seconds. I do the best I can to fucking make this thing work. But these two fucking idiots just
You're just too professional. You're like too stiff, man. You need to loosen up.
I'm telling you what, like
one day
one of these days you'll start doing penis jokes like Joe and I do.
I know.
You guys do
He's
so
trying to
many
like
You need to-
job
you
at
need to-
CNN or
yeah.
something.
Take that
fucking
shell
chill.
off and just blossom, my friend.
Yeah, let it fly.
Hold on, Pork Chop. I'll look. I'm glad Pork Chop's making me look through all this fucking.
Stranger ass too.
Good God, people.
You're not gonna look through
Oh,
300 names.
Your number
Later.
was loser. No, I'm just kidding.
It wasn't 35. Does it matter?
It was
Yeah,
1 through 34
honestly,
or 36 through 306.
This would take me forever to. Chris was 205.
I can't believe
There you go.
The hell you gonna play that?
All right,
one?
listen, you're going to get everyone in the chat wanting to know their numbers. So
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, let's not do that, please.
Oh man, hey, listen, we appreciate y'all. Hopefully, I see a lot of you at the whatever that thing is.
RJ's.
RJ's. I keep wanting to say Brewing View because that's what it used to be, but yeah, and it was Danbury before that. But hey, let's go have some fun tomorrow and let's win a ball game.
Dude,
W.
Hooday!
Hooray!
Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and trippin' orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who got 'em, who rockin' on? Now who wanna move crossin' on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em, yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange up on 'em. Single bottle, never stop it. So the beastin' on 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes? Flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black, and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who they we ignite.
I was going to tell a penis joke, but then I realized